Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Policies here, one of your favorite political commentator YouTubers. And today I wanted to talk about the war on women and how the Republicans and the right-wing media have really focused Hillary Clinton's health issues and her physical problems towards women in general. And Donald Trump has really been leading that and really pushing the Republican Party to become even more right on that. As you're all aware, Hillary Clinton is very sick right now. She has pneumonia, her team says. And yesterday, when she was at the 9/11 memorial ceremony, which Donald Trump was at, she almost fainted and stumbled into her car and was driven home. And then a few hours later, she stepped out in front of Chelsea's house, which is her daughter, and she said that she was fine, and she waved everybody, showing that she's stronger. But today, on a Monday, she canceled all her meetings and her trip to California to rest up, which is what she should do. She has pneumonia. She's been on a campaign trail now for 2 years. She is 68, and she has been really hitting the campaign trail hard. Not as hard as Trump, but she has been hitting the campaign trail really hard, raising money and giving speeches, and there's no doubt it gets to you. It definitely does. The issue that I have right now with the right-winged media and with the Republican Party is the fact that this is just another nail in the coffin of really attacking women's rights. This is the first time ever Republicans have ever cared about women's rights. When have you heard Donald Trump? When have you heard George Bush? When have you heard people on InfoWars, AMTV, or any of those other or any of these other right-wing channels talk about how we can help women, how we can make sure they get equal pay, how they should have rights to control their body, and how they should be able to take care of their family and their job the way they want to? They don't. All they do is completely go after Hillary Clinton, her health issues, her stamina issues, and they've been doing it now for 20 years. And this is just another way for them to go after Hillary and go after women in general. There's a long history of Republicans going after women. They do not want them to have rights to choose what they want to do with their body. They do not want them to be able to get paid as much. They never ever put out legislation that allows them to have more rights or equal rights as men. It's just completely sexist in every way. And this attack on Hillary Clinton's health, the fact that she is ill, is just another bullet in the round that's going around, and it's disgusting. There is just so many numbers out there that really discuss how sexist and how nasty and backwards the Republican Party is right now. I'm not saying the whole Republican Party is bad. I'm not saying that every single Republican out there is sexist and racist. That's simply not true. The Republican Party has done some good things in general, mainly for businesses, mainly for corporations. That's what they're about. But when it comes to actually helping women, they have done not much at all. One of their major issues that they have, according to a report from Guttmeister Institute that came out a while ago, that they talk about how the Republican Party has pushed out more than 1,100 reproductive health and rights bills that would pretty much clamp down on abortion clinics, defund Planning Parenthood, and really go after women's rights. Which is just not fair at all, because a lot of Republicans, including Donald Trump, think that Planning Parenthood is the worst thing in the world, and that 99% of the things they do is just commit abortions, which simply isn't true at all. I've been to Planning Parenthood. Chances are, if you've had female issues, or you had problems, or yeast infection, or some type of issue, people go there to get help. And the facts is, only 3% of services from Planning Parenthood are related to abortions. They have more than 4.5 million tests and treatment for sexually transmitted infections, 3.6 million contraption-related services, over 930,000 cancer screenings, and over 1.1 million pregnancy screenings and tests. It's not all about abortion, and it's not about killing babies. It's about giving women their rights, and Republicans just don't even think about that. And Donald Trump, on the other hand, a man who has said many nasty things, has recently said something good about Hillary Clinton and said that he hopes she gets better. But this just comes right after he spent months and months with his right-wing conspiracy theorists about how she has Parkinson's disease and how crazy she is. Go ahead and watch this video real quick.
I hope she gets well, and I hope she gets well soon. It was quite sad, to be honest with you, and I hope she gets well soon. No satisfaction, believe me, whatsoever.
I think that, I don't know, because I haven't kept track of your entire schedule, but it's a grueling process what you're going through, and you're on a plane a lot now, and you're making it's not easy, giving extemporaneous hour-long speeches day after day after day. So it is grueling, and I think your schedule's been more grueling than the one she's been pursuing. I think that's been well documented.
Well, it has been, and it is a very tough schedule. You go from one city, we're going to Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Florida, and all over the next day or so, and you go do a lot of different work. I'm putting up a lot of the money to fund my campaigns.
That was really nice of Trump, and I think what he said was good. She should get better, and it is a grueling campaign trail. But now he's doing it after she's already sick. He should have been nicer instead of just throwing this stuff out there, because he hasn't actually showed any of his records of being of his health or fitness at all. He has hidden it, and he had one release come out by a fake doctor, a doctor who just straight up lied, and there's actually an interview on that, and he hasn't showed any documents on his own health. Just because he's not coughing, just because he's not stumbling, doesn't mean that he's not sick. He is older than Hillary Clinton by a few years, and this guy, a guy who has said many things negative against women, is a straight up sexist. Let's be honest. I'm not saying Trump is a terrible guy. I'm not saying he wouldn't be a decent president. What I'm saying is this guy has a history of disregarding women, really making them sound bad, saying extremely sexist things. This guy doesn't give a damn about women. I have some data right here. In 1990, he belittled his wife in Vanity Fair, and he said, "I would never buy Ivanka any decent jewels or pictures. Why give her negotiable assets? That's just nasty." And in 1991, he called a woman a beautiful piece of ass in Esquire magazine. He said, "It doesn't really matter what they write as long as you got a young and beautiful piece of ass." That's just fucked up. I mean, you can see that, I guess, with your friends. Some guys do that, I mean, I do that occasionally, like, "Oh wow, she's beautiful," or something like that. But you don't tell the media that. The fact he's just willing to put it out there is it looks bad. It makes women feel bad. That's why women don't want to vote for him. Because he's called women gold diggers in 1997. He said some women would make a great wife because they like to just work at home. He's very backwards in his ideology, and he doesn't respect women's rights. In fact, in this interview, he said that women should be punished if they decide to get an abortion.
Should the woman be punished for having an abortion? Look, this is not something you can dodge. If you say abortion is a crime or abortion is murder, you have to deal with it under the law. Should abortion be punished?
Well, people in certain parts of the Republican Party and conservative Republicans would say yes, they should be punished.
How about you?
I would say that it's a very serious problem, and it's a problem that we have to decide on. It's very hard.
But you're for banning it.
Are you going to say put them in jail? Is that?
Well, no, what I'm asking you, because you say you want to ban it. What's that mean?
I am pro-life, yes.
What is ban? How do you ban abortion? How do you actually do it?
Well, you'll go back to a position like they had, where people will perhaps go to illegal places.
Yeah.
But you have to ban it.
You ban it, they go to somebody who flunked out of medical school.
Are you Catholic?
Yes, I think
And how do you feel about the Catholic Church's position?
I accept the teaching authority of my church on moral issues.
But do you know their position on abortion?
Yes, I do.
And do you concur with that position?
I concur with their moral position, but legally I get to the question. Here's my problem with it.
No, but let me ask you, but what do you say about...
It's not funny.
Your church? Yeah, it's really not funny. What do you say about your church? They're very, very strong.
They're allowed to, but the churches make their moral judgments. When you running for president of the United States will be chief executive of the United States. Do you believe believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
10 years,
I don't know. That I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know.
You take positions and everything else.
Frankly, I do take positions and everything else. It's a very complicated position.
So there you go, guys. This is what's going on. Donald Trump has found a weakness in Hillary. No matter how sexist it is, no matter how nasty it is, he continues to push it, and he will push it. After she's healed again, he's going to continue to say she doesn't have the stamina or the energy to run for president. This is a man that has not done anything for women. He doesn't care about women. He has sexualized his own daughter. He has divorced 3 women. He married a supermodel because she's hot. That's it. Not because of her being a nice person. He just wants pretty much a piece of ass. That's all he's doing. And him, just like the Republican Party, especially the Tea Partiers, have no interest at all in allowing women to get paid the same as men, to allow women to choose what they want to do with their bodies, and really protect them and give them the opportunities and things they need, just like men. It's disgusting, and I hope this blows over, and women should continue to protest against this man. If you find other things about him that are appealing, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's important to keep in mind that Donald Trump is a sexist. It's very well recorded, and he is not going to help women in any single way. He will lie and say he's giving women powerful positions, and he's giving them jobs, but at the end of the day, that's not really true either. So we will continue to see a war on women from the Republican Party. The Democrats will continue to fight to ensure that women have access to Planning Parenthood and have access to control their own bodies and have access to the same opportunities, jobs, and education as men. So there you go, guys. So I hope you all appreciated this video. I really appreciate your time, and I thank you all for watching this. Please give it a like, subscribe below, and I hope you all have a wonderful and safe day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.